Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here with my 1 kit 12 cards for July 2022. And with this kit, I am making Christmas cards. And you will see I have a ton of stuff in here. I had another kit put together and I went through and I was tired of looking at that one. I know, right? I really haven't made that many cards with this year, but I did want to pull that one together again. So I went through, I pulled a whole different set of supplies. The only thing that I brought forward were my ribbons. I have these, and then I have, there's some in here. They're wider ribbons. So I have those, what's left in there. And then these. And then I pulled in some bling that I had with my other set. And I'll pull in more bling if I need it, but I felt like this was plenty. I have enamel dots, flat back pearls, and gemstones from Eyelet Outlet, the Paper Studio, and Want to Scrap. So I have lots of options here. And then in this box that I have, it's just a divided container that I got from Target years ago. I have some papers that I have pulled in. This is a card front that I made and never used. It's got an embossed image on the front of it. Can you see that? Anywho, so I might use that this go around. I pulled in a, let me do this one. This is AC cardstock and it's Christmas colors. It's just plain cardstock. And I've used the heck out of this, but there's a ton in here. It started off with 36 papers and there's probably at least 25 in there. So I'm going to continue to use that. And then this is one, a couple of years ago, I bought a ton of 6x6 paper pads because I'd pretty much run through everything. This is one that I used, I believe, a couple of years ago to make Christmas cards. So I have quite a few scraps up front, and then I have tons of paper still in here to play with. There's cut aparts, there's all kinds of stuff. And then I pulled this one that I have used as well. This is one that I picked up, I want to say at Target in the dollar spot, or maybe it was at Michael's. It's an American Crafts. It is a 12 count 6x6 paper pad, and you can see I have tons of scraps up front and just a few sheets of paper, and they have all been cut into. So I want to try and get those used up. So I have that to play with. I have some tags. These are old K & Company and I think Recollections or Hobby Lobby brand Paper Studio. But yeah, they're older. I have wood veneer deer. These are from the, I want to say the Target dollar spot. Maybe, maybe not. It says $3 on there, so maybe it came from there. I don't remember now. I've had them for a long time. This is a box that is just full of random embellishments. There's a tag I made for my son Jason. The packaging got torn away when he was opening his gift, but the tag was left over, so I saved it. I have chipboard pieces, I have wood veneer, I have felted pieces. So there's a random assortment of things in here. I want to try and use those. Maybe not the tag to my son, but the others. I pulled in some of these embossed sheets that I had embossed several years ago, and I may go through and emboss some more. I don't know, we'll see. I have a couple of those, and then that one says Merry Christmas on it, maybe a little Santa or something there. Then I pulled in some pocket page cards. These are close to my heart. They're quite old. I want to say probably 5 or 6 years old at least. I pulled in some cut aparts. I want to say these were, I don't think they were Echo Park. Not Fancy Pants. Maybe Fancy Pants was the brand. I don't remember now. I've had them for so long. I pulled in these, they're light bulbs, Christmas lights for the Christmas tree. They're flat back, so I think they'll go well on cards. I have used a few of them before. I brought in some wood veneer Christmas trees. I brought in some older ribbon. This is Christmas ribbon. There's 30 feet on the original roll. It says copyright 2011 Hobby Lobby. I bet I've used, I had I think 3 rolls of this to start with, and this is my last one, I think. I'm pretty sure it's my last roll of this, but it's got gold foiled stamping on it all the way around. Such a pretty color. This one says Christmas, and this has gold metallic dots on it. These two are almost gone, but I have a ton of that red. I have this. If I don't use it this go around, I'm probably going to get rid of it because it is a little bit bulky feeling, even though it flattens out well. And it is just like tinsel. Garland, mini garland. I don't know. It's for Hobby Lobby. I didn't buy it. I think I got it in a random assortment that I picked up at like Goodwill or something. I pulled in these poinsettias. I pulled in this set of leftover stickers. I pulled in this set of poinsettias. I pulled in this set of washi stickers. I have a couple of packages here from Hobby Lobby. Christmas paper craft stickers. There's 2 different books, and there's tons of stickers in here. I have used both of these before, but there's, like I said, there's tons. I pulled in these bows, these photo corners, these random stickers, these stars and trees, wood veneer, these bows, these washi strips. These I think are from Target Dollar Spot, and these I know are close to my heart. More from Hobby Lobby. More from Hobby Lobby. And these are Chamel. More washi tape. And y'all have seen this on other videos. I have pulled these washi tapes in for years. But when you only use them at Christmas time, these are flowers, and there's a bow in here. There's a big gold bow, and then these are paper flowers and leaves. All Christmas themed, poinsettia themed. These are shaker pockets I made out of scraps. I had cut the Christmas trees out and then filled the inside, put an acetate piece, backed it with some paper, and put sequins on the inside. So I have that one, that one, that one, and that one. They're all very cute. And I want to get those put on some Christmas cards as well. And then finally, I have this bag of ephemera. And you guys know I make ephemera nearly every year. Let me move this over so you can see. I have things that I have previously, like that is a sticker I put on a piece of cardstock and fussy cut it. Those are shapes, ornaments that I have cut out of metallic tape, out of metallic paper. More Christmas ornaments, little bits of border strips that have Christmas trees on them, more ornaments. There's stars that I have punched out or die cut that are stitched with my Sizzix. There is something that I created. I fussy cut out of a piece of paper. That I have fussy cut. More stars that I have die cut. There's an arrow that I have cut. There's a flower. There's bits of ephemera in here. There's all manner of scalloped pieces, hearts, banners, you name it. If it's leftover from a Christmas assortment, then I have gone ham and really more of those little packages that were flat stickers. I put them on cardstock, clear stickers. Leftover trees that I have die cut, lots of stars, lots of poinsettias, and that has, I saw a backing for one. I don't know where it's at now, but these you could stamp there it is. You could stamp the outline shape or backing shape, if you will, out of one color cardstock, and then punch the other out of a different color so that they're backed. I thought that would be pretty with craft and red, and then again maybe with the glitter background as well. I don't know that I thought I had punched some glitters. I have ovals and trees, little scalloped frames, more frames, circles, tabs, rings. There's vellum pieces in here, stars, bits of die cuts. There's like all manner of things, y'all. I tell you, when I have leftover bits and pieces of paper that I love and I don't want to throw out, this is what I do with them. I get busy and start creating little embellishments and such. And I don't think I have any big embellishments left over in this. These are stockings that I created with the die. There's some, what are they called? Sleds left over from things that I think an old Stampin' Up kit. Here's a Christmas tree that I die cut and then pieced together. There's a ornamental Christmas tree. There's a different Christmas tree that I punched out. You could put those together and make it work. It would be very lovely together on a card. Let's see, what else is in here? I have words. Oh, there's some Santa Clauses that I have created out of scraps. There's lots of leaves and branches. These are words that I had cut out with scraps, and hollies and berries, holly leaves and berries to put together. I ran them through my Xyron. I have titles in here. I have photo corners in here. I have random scraps in here. There's any number of things in here that I am about to start making some embellishments with. Now, on my last kit, and there's still stuff down in there. On my last kit, you may have remembered, or you can go back and see, I had pulled some stamps and dies in. And what I do is I go through and I make embellishments. Like right now, I've done a ton of stamping so that when I'm sitting around and don't have anything to do, I have things to color. Not necessarily, and this is all scrap cardstock. Things that I have stamped out and have to cut out or color or whatever. I have lots of things here. I will go through and do those at some point. These are leftover bits and pieces I had cut out. I had leftover craft cardstock, and so I made a ton of tags. Leftover Christmas color cardstock, and again, I made a ton of tags. Then I have some leftover paper tags. Then I have some leftover Christmas card tags from different Christmas cards that we have received over the years. And I have all different shapes made out of old Christmas cards. I have circles, I have tags, all sizes of tags. I have scallop circles, plain circles. They're all there. Here's things that I'm working on cutting out. These are the the reindeer. I have 10 of them punched out from scraps. I went through one night and I did that, but I haven't put them together yet. There are all my pieces, and I just have them in a little folded up piece of paper so that I know when I do them, I'll do them one at a time and put them together, and then I can put them in my embellishments. I saved these trees that I had previously punched out again to make shaker cards with. And here's all the trees. Some of the backgrounds that I cut them out of were not a lot left, so I didn't save them. I have more dies that I have cut a ton. These are all reindeers to make this reindeer and then this mistletoe garland. And so all of that's in there for me to work with. I have tiny houses to create villages with. I have tons of different snowflakes. I just have to go through and punch out all the little inner pieces. So I have all of this to work with, to create cards with, and to create embellishments with. So I'm going to do that. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to mess around with all of this, and I'll put 12 cards together, and I will be back to show you what I have created. Okay friends, I want to show you some of the things that I have used up in creating the embellishments that I have made. I have used wood veneer deer and trees. I have used tags. I have used a ton of the stars that I started with. Oh my gosh, I've used so many. Scallop circles, I've used a couple of those, and I've punched some more. Photo corners, I've used quite a few. Circles, I used quite a few of the ones that I already had punched out, and then I've punched some more to make different embellishments. I have the arrows that I started with. I haven't used any of those. From this little box, I used felted pieces, packages that I had previously. They were clear acetate packages that I had put on cardstock and fussy cut out. I added a backing to that. I cut out quite a few of the gnomes and put them on backing paper. I used several of the wood veneers. I used several of the snowflakes that were previously punched. Out of all the Christmas trees and triangles, banner bits and pieces, this is what I have left. I've used a ton of that stuff. These are all the tags, and I haven't used that many of those. But I'm not done making embellishments. Did I tell you I haven't used any of these paper flowers? I have used a ton of ribbons. I have not used the washi tape that I had added in. It's all still here. As far as embellishments go, I have this sheet that I have not used anything from, I don't believe. I have a couple of sleighs still. I have enamel dots. Yes, I have added in these silver ones. That's what I have of the flat back pearls and the red ones. I added in another package, partial package of the gold ones. I've used that many of the green ones. I added both of these packages of the bitty blings and then the metallic blings. This package of holly leaves and berries, that's what I have left. These I pulled in from my last kit, and then I didn't end up using them. I used quite a few of the stickers. There should be 4 separate sheets, yeah. I used several of the stickers off each of those. Those are more of the gnomes. The other sheet, I had 2 sheets to start with, and that's the second sheet. There's that card backing, and when I start finally putting the all of the cards together, I think that will get used pretty quickly. I added in some paper sacks and doilies, but I haven't used any of them so far. These are the larger pocket page cards that I have added in that I didn't cut up. Those are my backgrounds, my embossed backgrounds. I have not used any of those wood veneer or those. There's several sheets here, 3 sheets of washi strips. I have not used these bows. These washi strips, I have used quite a few of those labels, and I have used quite a few of the stickers from here. That's what I have left of the, what is it called again? Garland, gold garland. I have used this cardstock pack. I have used this cardstock, this craft one that was full of leftovers. I still have quite a few leftovers in here. And I have used this paper stack. And you can see I've been cutting things out with some of the scrap paper that's already in here. I've only pulled like 1 or 2 of the sheets that were uncut to create embellishments with. I still have some leftover bits and pieces, but let me move all of this. And I will continue to use this stuff as I make cards. I have the banner shapes. All of these, and I haven't used too many of them. I took out all the larger ones, and then I did cut some others. These are all the oval shapes that I have. I haven't used any of those. I think I have all the smaller ones. When I had originally cut those out, I had used a ton of them. Then I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I used all the larger sizes. These are all the little bits and pieces that are wordy that I still have. These, I have 3 left. I think I used 3 of them, but these all have, like, it wasn't a complete circle. There's a piece off there, a piece there, a piece there, a piece there, and a piece there. Those would be good for like tucking pieces, but they weren't good for doing embellishments. I had 3 that were solid that I did use. These are all of the different shaped pieces that I have left. Most of them are smaller size. And then I have a few of the larger size that I have not used as yet. Leftover bits and pieces and scraps are all here. And I have used a few little bits and pieces, and I've added to this little pile. There's the 3 little cutoff pieces from a previous embellishment set. These are, I took the flat stickers, put them on cardstock, and fussy cut them out. That's what I have left. The little hearts, that's what I have left. I have a triangle piece, and then I have these flourishes, and there's some flowers there that go with the flourishes. I used part of this whole set of flourishes, and that's what I have left. Then I have all of these tabs to use. I have the white ones that I have punched out. I have vellum ones from an ephemera pack, and then I think I punched those out of some leftover cardstock. And then I have this dove. I was going to put it on a piece of glitter paper and then fussy cut around it. I just hadn't got to it yet. I'll probably do that before I start making cards. Let me show you as far as the glitter paper scraps. Now some of these I already had going on. And I won't throw these away because at some point I will go through, like the purple scraps that I had in this bag. I didn't use those at all, of course. These are just little bits and pieces that came out of my stash where I had cut down from other projects. And this green sheet I did add in. So all of this will go back into my page protector. And then, let's see, I had punched out some, they were actually suns. You can see this one, the middle ripped out of it, and this one, some of the edges came off, but that's what I have from there. I may be able to use some of those as tucking pieces, and then these are all of the leftover pattern paper bits. I thought I was going to use the pattern paper, but then I didn't. I used the glitter papers. I used dies, I used foam squares, I used adhesive dots. I have these packages that I got at Tuesday morning. There were a package of 3, a small, a medium, and a large, and I have the small and large here. And so I used a ton of those. And then these are the foam squares that I got from Dollar Tree. And I've used a ton of those. You can see when that's wound up there in the center, that's usually packed in there tight. So I've used quite a bit of that. That's what I have left. As far as the words go, I haven't really used any of these. Not that I won't, but I haven't so far. I'm done with making embellishment pieces, but I am not done with making cards. So give me a minute and I'll be back to show you the cards. Okay friends, I'm done with my 1 kit 12 card cards for the month. Anyway, I did make a little over 12. I think I made 14 of them because I wanted to just finish up the stack of cards that I had pre-planned, if you will. So let me show you what I have as far as leftovers go. I had brought in enamel dots, bling, and I've added to along the way. Those are pearls, gemstones, flat back pearls. I brought in these tags that I had from old Christmas cards that I had previously punched out. There's some circles, scallop circles in here too. I have deer left over. I have photo corners left over. I had added in some paper sacks, some doilies, some pocket page cards, some embossed pieces, some washi strips. There's an embellishment pack from Close to My Heart. I think there's 3 sticker sheets in here and 2 alphabet sheets in here. This set of holly stickers, and there were 10 in here to start with, and then I have 1 left of those. There was a page and a half of these Nomis, and I finished off the secondary page, and I think a few little candy canes from this one. I used a lot of words from this sticker sheet, but none of the alphabets. I did not use any of these. I did not use any of those, but I did put them on cardstock, thinking that I would fussy cut around them. But those will go back to my stash, and at some point I will get them used up. I did not use the large bows. I did use this garland. I used quite a bit of this one, but there's still a whole nother piece in there. I don't think I used anything off this sheet, but that's okay. All of this will go back into my stash, and I used quite a few stickers from each of these sticker books. It may not look like it, but I sure did. I used a lot of the word stickers, a lot of the circle stickers, some of the square or rectangle stickers. As far as scraps go, I did use quite a few from this pack of already cut down ones. I don't think I didn't have any full sheets of paper. I only had scraps in here, and I did take several of the pieces that were in here to use. And I did use, I have a ton of scraps from here, and I used a ton more, but there's still a ton in here. I think there were 3 or 4 of each design. I don't know if it says 16 designs, 3 each. So I have at least 1 sheet of each design left, plus all the scraps. And I don't have any of the solid cardstock pieces left. I just have scraps. I'm not going to take any of this apart. I'm going to keep it all together because you guys know me. I will continue to work with the scraps that I love until I get them completely used up or feel comfortable letting what's left go. Like these, like a lot of people wouldn't keep this stuff. Well, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm keeping it because I like that design on that craft. I love the gold on the craft. So let me put all of that back. And all of this will go back into my Christmas stash, and I will pull it out again next time to create some more cards with. Whether it's these specific supplies or whether it's another set, I don't know, but I'll pull something else out. Washi tape, I used a couple rolls. I had 2 rolls of this fabric, sticky back fabric. I did use one of them almost all the way up. I didn't use that ribbon that I pulled in, and I did use these 2 washies, but these I did not use. As far as embellishments in here, I took all of the words that were in this pouch and put them into here. So that's a ton of words and phrases and ampersands and different things that I had previously cut out with my die cutting machine. And yeah, they're all down in here. And I used up quite a few of the wood veneer that I had in here as well. From this bag, y'all, I know I showed you some of it, but you just can't even imagine how much of this stuff that I have used up. I have used a ton. I did put a little bit more in here as far as some of the things that I had punched out this go around, like these pieces here. Those are all from the papers and stuff that I pulled into this kit, and I have some scraps there, as well as some stitch circles and some circles right here. Those are scallop circles as well as some stitch circles. You can kind of see on that one. There's the stitching there on the edge. So all of those are in there now, kind of bulking it up, but compared to what I used, it's crazy. I did not use any of my paper flowers. And as far as the ribbons go, those are 2 that I pulled in from my last Christmas embellishment pack that I made cards with. I used all of these, and I actually pulled in more like of this wide ribbon from my stash. I can't remember if this one was in here to start with. I think it was. Here's that bit of ribbon that I used from that 1 roll. That's all I have left is 1 sentiment. And I have lots of little tiny pieces down in here. I'm not getting rid of any of that just yet because I think I might be able to get it used, and it suits my style. It suits my happy. So I'm keeping it for now. So that's what I have left as far as ribbon goes. I think that's everything that I had pulled in. I pulled in stamps and dies, and yeah, we'll go through here and you'll see where I stamped. Not a whole bunch of stamping, but some. So I had showed you the video, maybe you've seen it, of all the embellishments that I made. This is what I have left of the embellishments. I have a ton in here, and that's okay. I knew I wasn't going to use them all up this go around, so I have tons to use for scrapbooking and for card making, and I'll just keep plugging along at these. I did do a separate video, I think it's that, but I'm not 100% certain. I didn't necessarily show you step by step my process of putting those together, but I talked you through them, kind of like I do when I do one of these videos, whether it be scrapbooking or card making. I show you what I have created in there. Alright, let me show you these two. You can see these are the handmade embellishments up on the front. There's a sticker, flat back pearls, and this is a layered up sticker here, or a layered up embellishment here with just random bits and pieces out of that envelope of things. On the inside, I stamped out, "It is Christmas in the heart that puts Christmas in the air," and that's where I used my washi tape rather than paper scraps, because I thought I might want to make some more cards with that same paper set. So I left my paper scraps in there till I'm sure I'm not going to use any more of that paper for cards, and then I just used washi tape on the inside. This one, the background is the same, but you can see it's a different embellishment cluster here. And I almost didn't use this on a card because I love this green paper so much. I want to say maybe it's October Afternoon or Fancy Pants or something. It's an older collection, but I love that paper, y'all. That's my favorite color green on there. And I still am looking at it going, maybe I should peel that off and put something different on there. Same sentiment and washi tape on the inside. This one has a little ornament on it that I had punched out, and I used that garland to be the little strings on that. And on this one, this ornament here, I used a little bow, paper bow on there. So using that same paper, all of these are that same paper collection, and you can see this has the craft and the gold, and I did pull in a thin gold glitter washi tape and put along the bottom of this one. You can see this is the embellishment piece that I put on here, and it's got the garland as the string, if you will, the wood veneer, and these light bulbs. This one is super thick. Can y'all see that? It's a super thick card. It is not going to go in the mail in a regular envelope. Even though I stamped out envelopes to go with these, there is no way that this one will make it through the mail as is. I'm going to have to create, if I decide to mail this, I'm going to have to create a little box for it to go in, to go through the mail. Not sure I want to do that. So these very dimensional ones may be ones that I either put in a 5x7 mailer, or I padded mailer, or I might hand deliver these to friends and neighbors. Oh, same sentiment on the inside with the Christmas tree washi tape here. Same sentiment on the inside of this one in washi tape, and you can see there's the Christmas tree there on that tag. And just those gold blings. Oh, I love that stuff. And then the stars on the tree. I love that, y'all. And I almost didn't use that embellishment on there either. All of these embellishments, I was hard pressed to not keep them for myself to use in scrapbooking. Here again, I used that craft and gold paper with the thin strips of washi tape. You can see these are all the same format. These four, you can see they have a I want to say that's a 3x4 piece in the background. It may be a 2.5 by 3.5 piece. They have a strip across the bottom. They have that piece of paper here, and then they have the embellishment cluster added onto the front. Now I will tell y'all, I followed a Christy Marcotte video. She just did a video recently in the month of July 2022, and it was for Paper Rose Studios for one of their floral Christmas collections. Not the one with all of the like penguins and stuff, I don't think. Anyway, it was mostly just all flowers. So I followed along with the card designs that she created there. Of course, mine are different than what hers were, and that's okay. You know, that's the beauty of watching someone who does their work on YouTube, is you get inspired to do something in a similar fashion. And I'm not selling these or anything. These are all going to my friends and family for Christmas. So, yeah, I'm not profiting off what she's doing. Here's these. I used those ornaments that I had that I added the glitter paper behind. I added a little sticker down here and just used some pattern paper in the background. I did pull in that twine with the gold threading through it. That I picked that up at, I want to say, the Target dollar spot years ago. And these two have "Wishing You a Magical Merry Christmas" on the inside, and then that snowflake green and red washi tape. Here's a couple more. That's where I used that cloth ribbon across the bottom, and then I used the embellishment here, the tag with the Christmas tree on it. Love that embellishment. These have the magical Christmas on the inside. And then I used the circle embellishments here that I put on that florally, not florally, maybe florally, die cut there. Anyway, I used one of those stickers off the sticker sheet that has a wood veneer. It's got holly leaves on it. It's got bling. It's got Christmas trees. These embellishments have a little bit of everything, and I absolutely adore them. I put holiday kisses and reindeer wishes on the inside for this one, because on both of these, because they both have the reindeers on them. So there's those two. Different but the same. Different papers but the same. Different embellishments but the same. And then these two are the same. And on the inside here, "Wishing You a Magical Merry Christmas." This one I wasn't, I must have cut this one of the pieces a little bit too long, because this one bordered right at the edge of the bottom. And that has bothered me, but I put so much tape on the back of the red cardstock that to get it off, it would take an act of Congress, and I would destroy this background piece. I'm not going to. So I think that's 14. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I didn't count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 cards that I created this go around. So adding those to, oh, and I did stamp envelopes. Let me show you the envelopes that I created. And I stamped them all the same. And they have this sweet little deer from Close to My Heart from years and years ago. Super sweet. They are absolutely all the same. So let me show you. This is everything that I have created as far as Christmas cards so far. And you can see there's quite a few here, and they are all relatively flat. Now when I add this bunch in, oh yeah, these are not flat whatsoever. Like that one could probably go through the mail without too much of a problem. Even though there's a little bit of foam adhesive on the back, there's not a whole lot. So let me put a envelope with each card, because that's how I keep them. So when I am ready to label my Christmas cards, they're all together. And here in the next month or so, what I'll do is I'll grab like 4 or 5 of these and start like addressing them, or signing my husband and my name on the inside, so that when December gets here, there's a little less work involved in getting them ready for the mail. Because sometimes if you have more than just, 5 or 10 to go out, and I have quite a few, probably in the neighborhood of about 50 to 60 cards go out at Christmas time from my house. I used to send over 100. I know, right? We start buying postage in July for Christmas. Every month my husband gets a little extra postage. Back in the day, he would buy a couple of rolls of stamps. anymore. That's, yeah, they're quite expensive. So there we go. You can see how bulky those are back at the back. And like I said, I don't know that I'll use a ton more of the super bulky pieces, only because they are way more expensive to put in the mail. Anyway, friends, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching my video. And I hope that this has inspired you to get into your stash. Let me show you my empties and get some of your stuff played with, because I want you to see how much of my product. Now, mind you, most of my product had some use on it. Some of it was brand new. I finished off a roll of that sticky back ribbon. I finished off this set of Christmas light embellishments here. That was something else. Felt reindeers. I finished those off. I had 2 left. I used them up. I had something in here, embellishment wise, that got used up. I used a package of enamel dots. These were bows. I used these Georgie compliments. I used these glitter holly with gemstones from Hobby Lobby. This set of girl puffy stickers. This set of self-adhesive bling. This set of self-adhesive bling. And this is the plaid poinsettias. And these were the flat poinsettia stickers. So that's a lot of packaging to go into the trash. That's how much I finished up creating all the embellishments as well as these cards. So anyway, I hope this inspires you to pull some stuff out and to play with it. Make some embellishments of your own. Make some cards of your own. And have fun with the stuff that you bought. That's why you bought it, right? To play with and to make things and create beautiful things with. So get it out and play with it and make some beautiful things. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here. I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.